Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. As the title says, we're playing Stars Reach Early Access on the second day and gonna be having a lot of fun with this. There is going to be an early access key giveaway halfway through the stream, so in about 2 hours I will be giving one away and going that direction. But let's go ahead and get into this. Helps if I bring up my UI. And let's see, how much clutches do I have? Ooh, I need to do missions. Do I have missions? I do. Okay, so let's just do those missions. I didn't even look at my UI to see if I had a cursor, waypoint telling me where to go. Oh man. So I'm gonna get these missions done. If you have any questions about the game, things like that, feel free to ask. I have been in the pre-alpha of this game since November 2024. So I've seen this game evolve. I've seen the things they've added. I've seen the things they've taken away. I've talked to the developers and heard what their plans are going forward, how they plan to do things, what they plan to have hopefully for release and after release. Hey Axel, how's it going? And so I know a lot about, I even have interviews with the developers and more planned. I'm going to start scheduling next week more interviews. I'm giving them this week since early access just launched. I want to give them this week so that they can work on fixing things. They've already started, because when I loaded up the game to start this stream, it was already doing an update. So they're already updating and fixing things, because they know that there's lag issues. They know that there's some odd, weird things going on with some of the characters getting stretched out, looking like stick figures and stuff like that. But you know what? That's alpha for you. That's a game being worked in progress. As you add new things, it's going to break other things. It doesn't have to be directly correlated to it. And so you just have to give it the patience. And that's what's important. But let me get a couple missions done, and I'm going to look for a kiosk. Yep, there's some lag right there. We just saw it. So, what are we doing? We are collecting a survey point. Hey, think about construction permissions. I already know about that. So you guys, you want to know about constructions and permissions and things like that, you can ask me. Been there, done that. Got some more lag. A little bit laggier on this planet than usual, but this planet is, I'm correct. Let me check the planet I'm on. Yeah, this is the planet that Gunk is actually working on, getting built up and doing stuff. So, in fact, who is that? It's Chase! There's Chase! Longtime friend of Stars Reach. I've actually done an interview with Chase as a alpha tester friend. And you can once again check that out on the channel. I need to get some clutches so I can buy some better stuff. Question is should I buy a better terraformer? Should I buy a better rifle or grenade launcher? Either one will do for me. Sound of a creature. No, decide to one. Or should I maybe work on getting a grav mech? There we go. Oh, I gotta wait. I really should get myself a better grapple. I will soon. One way or another. Because I do plan on buying myself a cosmetic. Yeah, it's daytime here. It's about 4 p.m. my time. And how are you doing, Bob? I hope you're enjoying the game. Because I remember you saying yesterday after you won the pack that you actually have the game. You just you wanted to get the cosmonaut pack. Ooh, there's my mob I need to kill. I can get this other one on the way. I'm gonna do that. Ooh, another thing I could go and buy. What was it? The fortress shield. There we go. Got that done. Flag to finish up. I like that. Us crazy Europeans don't need sleep. Sleep for the weak. What are you talking about? Oh! Get the hell out of here. I'm not, no! I dropped down, thought, oh, a bunch of white and yellow cats, I can handle that. And then saw the big purple one, I'm like, I can't handle that. I'm not strong enough yet. Still need to work on those loot boxes. I have 2 rare loot boxes now. I got one while mining last night during the live stream. Oh, they started slowing down a bit around noon my time. So about 4 hours ago, they started slowing down. Yeah, well, here's the thing. This is the most players at one time it's really had for a solid chunk of time. They did do a load test like a week before they brought the servers down. But, you know, that was just for a short while. And every so often they get a spruce of new players. Like, when early access was announced and they did an update, the servers started getting a bit more players in the pre-alpha. So, you know, they may be running some tests and they may be pushing the servers really hard right now to get some data. Because game developers will do that. So it's like, oh, we need to make this sort of react like it's, you know, it's got double the players it has. Oh yeah, wait for it to charge. Oh, no sleep rain on strong coffee. That's... good breath there. I don't know where their servers are. I know that it's multiple servers working together. So basically every planet, every space sector is its own server. And that's what allows them to sort of like, if there's a problem with one planet, they can shut down the server for that one planet and not have it affect the rest of the game. I don't think I'm getting that body back. I don't think there's a way for me to get that body back. I think it's a lost cause. Ooh, someone's got a drone light. Not too hard to build those. And they're having the problem with the drone light staying behind. I think that might be what's causing the lag. Just look at all those extra drone lights around the space or the portal. I'm just gonna go for my mission thing. I'm not gonna go for my body again. There's not much on it anyway, so. Because I should still have everything else. Yep. I got oh, the peppermints, bioprocessor recipe, rough hide sheet recipe, 14 clawtooths. I'm willing to accept that. I'm going to be selling a lot of my recipes. I only have a few recipes that I'm actually aiming for that I want. Now, here's my question to you, Bio, is what skills are you aiming for? What are you aiming to do in the game? What's your focus? Like, my focus is going to be a combat engineer / miner. That's what I'm going for. Along with journalism, when journalism gets in the game. And I'm waiting. I want to check out what drones are going to be like. I am hoping drones are going to be interesting. Because that might be my weapon form that I use. I think I'm going to choose a different plant next. This plant is getting really, really harsh. But it's good data for them for test purposes. To recharge. Cross like so. Yes. Good thing I saw that I was gonna fall into that chasm. There we go. Just a lag. You know, it's with this kind of lag that I'm glad I don't have my grav mesh. Oh man, would that be harsh. I'd be taking so much fall damage. Also, Axel, do you have Star's Reach? Got it. I want see what the flexor looks like. Look at all that. That's just weird. Oh, we got it done. Turn in there, turn in there. Active. So that is their idea. M. Okay, there's the harvest. Then we'll do the locate. Okay. Well, that's sort of what the grav mesh somewhat is, and they are planning on adding vehicles. So who knows if you're going to be able to get something like gliders. I know that they have plans for a, oh, what is it? A grav sled. That's to carry things that, because you'll have a limit on what you have in your inventory, and so the grav sled will be more a way for you to carry things as you're out harvesting stuff, getting resources. Ah. Well, I don't know if you were playing the game or not, Axel. Because, I mean, the game did just come out yesterday. And if I hadn't backed it over a year ago, I'd probably be waiting a while till my paycheck came in. Lag again. Flag. Busy with COH and comic. What kind of character are you working on right now in Sea of Heroes? Well, you know me. I like playing Sea of Heroes. I always like hearing and finding out about other people's builds. And it did. The harvester. So now we go L. active. I got her just in time. Oh! I don't know if I'm going to be able to take on that. Lag! Gonna get me killed. Yeah. Oh, so okay. Well, what's the build of the what characters are you getting set for the 50s? Oh yeah. Well, there's certain things in the game that can take you a while. I know it took me a while to get the what was it? The a set of insect wings on Rebirth, because they had the costume piece locked behind a recipe that you had to get as loot. Then you had to get the resources to build the wings, and then unlocked the costume piece for all your characters, which I found fun. I liked that. It's not the area, it's the fact that it's the equipment that I have. I don't have a fortress shield, so no shielding. I don't have the best weapon. Oh, that works. Come on. Stop lagging on me. Where? Where? Oh, shit! Run! Yeah, okay, the lag killed me. That was a lag kill. 100%, that was a lag kill. If I didn't get lagged, I would have survived that. But you know what? Once again, like I said, this is alpha. I'm not going to blame the game developers. They're working on it. They're doing fixes. The game's getting hit harder than they've ever had before. Justice here. I wonder if he's... Whoa. There's some big lag going on. Thank you, Justa. I know Justa really well. I play a lot with Justa. Yeah, it's not the stream. It's the game. The game's having lag. Okay, so there's two types of grouping. There's soft grouping, where as long as you're in the area with a bunch of people, you get bonus XP for doing the same thing. So if you're all attacking creatures, you all get bonus XP for combat. If you're all mining, you get bonus XP for mining. If you're all cutting down trees, you get bonus XP for foresting. If you're all crafting, you get bonus XP for crafting. Things like that. Then there's the hard grouping. Hard grouping is not in the game yet. They have the functionality. They're just working on the UI setup for it. And everything that goes into the UI for it. And we don't know how many people are going to be in a group. I'm guessing probably anywhere between 4 and 5 people is my guess. Once again, that is a guess. I could be totally wrong. And they could do, 10 people per group. And then they could do sort of like a squadron thing where, like in PlanetSide, where you can have groups and then you can have platoons. And so you'll see everyone in your group, and then you'll see everyone in the different platoons, and you can have like up to, I think it was 3 or 4 platoons connected together. No, it was 3, because I remember always doing groups of 3s. I'm doing missions. I need cash. If I were to do any building, I need a lot of cash because it costs 20,000 clawtooths to get a homestead. So my mission right now is I need money to get myself a fortress shield, which is what I think is the next piece of equipment I'll get. Then I need to get a better weapon, better terraform. I tried, but failed. Terraformer? F. Okay, F. Now we run back to the space station. I'm going to choose a different planet than this one. And see how that works with the lag. I'm letting gravity do the work. I would naturally run it down, but with the lag, you get things like this. Come on. Oh. There we go. Got a good grapple there. Yeah, so let me show you how it works in Stars Reach. I'm going to open up my skill trees. So, There are no classes in the game. Have you ever played Star Wars Galaxies when it originally released before they switched everything from skills to pure classes? It's like that. So like you have your botany, which all deals with your planting, your forestry, your farming, stuff like that. You have business for having like kiosks and selling and stuff like that, and you get business experience by doing trades, which is why I have 50 experience, because I did some trades with poison yesterday. Then you have your combat experience, which allows you to do things like combat tactics when it comes in, combat engineering, drones, melee, different melee weapons such as knives, whips, mauls, staffs, swords. Then you have your ranged combats, which has things like assault rifle, bow, grenade launcher, heavy machine gun, pistol, yeah, a rocket launcher, a shotgun, a sniper rifle, things like that. And then, you also can go into those trees. Like if I go into the assault rifle, you can see here, I've been working my way down assault rifle. Yeah, Star Wars The Old Republic is different than Star Wars Galaxies. Star Wars The Old Republic is a theme park MMO, heavy story driven, with it all voice acted out. Star Wars Galaxies was a sandbox MMO where you had to create your own fun. You weren't given go here, do this, go here, do this, go here, do this, quest lines type of leading you along the way. In this game, you choose what you want to do for your fun. You can choose to do quests. You can choose to do, just mining, just harvesting other stuff, selling stuff, crafting stuff, doing combat, being a medic, being an entertainer, being a journalist, being a businessman, being a politician, things like that. And that's all in here because, like I said, you have the crafting, which has construction and cooking and engineering, which I'm going down the engineering route. You have tailoring, humanities, which humanities gives you things like the acting, the dancing, the music, the writing and journalism. And then you have things like leadership, which would give you things that allow you to do different things like group tactic, politics, things like that. And then you have your medical line, which they've been working on. Then you have your mineralogy, which is all of your mining stuff that you can do, as you can see here. And then you have your ranger skill trees, like climbing, running, hiking, putting down camps, things like that. And then you'll have different vehicles that you'll be able to do it. They have vehicles, ground vehicles, and starships. So I don't know what vehicles is actually going to be. It could be water vehicles, it could be air vehicles. No, it's not going to be ground vehicles or starships. And then you have your xenobiology, which is all about scanning creatures, taming creatures, things like that. Maybe a split off of that could be bioengineering, where you genetically alter creatures and stuff like that. Because they had that in Star Wars Galaxies, where you could genetically engineer the creatures, and then you could also ride them as in mounts. And so they might add that the mount riding into xenology, along with also making certain creatures pack animals to carry stuff. Yes, you're able to unlock all of the skills. You can play this game and unlock all the skills. However, you are restricted by a number of points you can have in total. So you can only have spent so many skill points. Once you've spent those skill points, if you want to continue earning skill points and other things, you have to lock out other skills you've already learned. You won't lose those skills. You're just saying, hey, I'm going to stop learning in this area and using these skills for now while I go over here and learn these skills in this area and utilize these skills. So, like, this is just an example. I don't know what the time frame of the lockout is, but you can sit there and go, oh, I want to go and craft this week. So I'm going to unlock my crafting skills. I want to do some engineering and I want to do some construction stuff. And that's what I'm going to be focusing on. And then next week, you can sit there and go, you know what? I need more resources for my crafting. I'm going to close down my crafting stuff. I'm going to unlock mineralogy and work on my mineralogy stuff and increase those skills. And then even when you max out, if you're wanting to, let's say you've been doing some mineralogy for a while and it's all maxed out and you got a combat tree that you really like that's all maxed out in the way you like doing combat, you would have to turn off the mineralogy and turn on the combat skills to be able to use those abilities and stuff like that. Yes, I agree with you, Bio, on that. But Raph says that may not always be the thing. I'll bring it up to him in an interview. Or see, at the time they shut down Star Wars Galaxies, Raph was already on another project working on other things. So he wasn't on the Star Wars Galaxies team when it got shut down, from what I understand. Well, I mean, no MMO has had a pure, straight, good, solid launch. I mean, they've all had lag issues, crashes, and things like that. And the severity changes. Yeah, but the thing is you're killing they didn't kill a franchise. They killed one style of gameplay to force people to another style of gameplay. What I would really love them to do is keep Star Wars Galaxies for the people who like that sandbox feel, but then also have Star Wars The Old Republic running at the same time for those people who want the story-driven, being guided by your hand theme park MMOs. Because they're both the Star Wars franchise. And they were also in two totally different eras. One's in the Old Republic era, and the other one was in a New Hope era. We're talking thousands of years apart. Now, granted, in the old in Star Wars Galaxies, you could run into some characters that were from like the Knights of the Old Republic, like IG-44. And if you need a reminder, just remember Meatbag. You know, they had IG-44 in Star Wars Galaxies. When they started doing, you know, episodes 5, 6, and 7, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, I mean, or no, 1, 2, and 3. Getting my numbers mixed up because New Hope's number 4 in the whole entire trilogy pantheon of things. But when they were releasing those, they had some mentions of the Clone Wars and stuff like that. King Prowler is a giant cat-like creature. It's a boss mob is what the King Prowler is. So it's a very tough creature to fight, but really good loot. And the great thing is so have you ever played Warhammer Online Age of Reckoning? You know how they have those public events that would go on in one location? Stars Reach has public events that happen on planets and in space. But they don't happen in the same area. The location is always changing, and what happens is always changing. One moment it might be that you get an acid meteor shower. The next moment it could be an alien invasion. The next moment it could be a boss mob. The next moment it could be a giant meteor. The next moment it could be something else. I'm going to check these out one by one. So I've already checked out 2. I'm going to check out 1, then we'll go 3, then we'll go to 4. That's not much money. The 500 one, definitely. The 400 one. The 451. Oh, I got myself up to 2,000. Fortress Shield time. Did someone actually put... They put a marketplace here. Oh, this is awesome. This wasn't here during pre-alpha. There was no TPL public marketplace. That's a first. See, even I'm shocked by some of the things that they have in the game. They put in the game. So F. Fortress Shield right here. Open up my inventory. That. Open. Ooh. Good chunk of Clawtooth. Hematite's good. Bridge 3 recipe! Oh, someone's going to love having that. I may have to do that myself. Do you know what? Screw it. I said I was gonna do those types of recipes. I'm doing that recipe. A level 3 fridge recipe? Hell yeah. Continues, finally. Magnetite, 3 Clawtooth. That was sucky in the Clawtooth giving. Roasted carnivorous vegetables. Silver recipe. Yes, please, for the silver recipe. Crystal blank. Fillings, small recipe. Trophy ball hog recipe. Reactive metal 91 clock. That I'm gonna learn. Because that for home building. I'll learn this one too. Why not? Always good to have a ball hog. I like that. How dare you? New Hope is part 1. Oh. Sorry it took long a while to read that. And dance for them, by God. They need some healing. They needed a lot of healing. They had wound damage and were exhausted. Man, dance right here. Those two people have cosmonaut packages. I'm hoping Steam gets back to us quickly on the problem that we've been having with your cosmonaut package. Someone's mining an asteroid. This plant, let's see what the lag's like on this plant. See if it's different. Because you notice the lag. Oops. The lag isn't that bad in space. I remember yesterday the lag was terrible in space because everyone was in space. I love that they have new space sectors too. Because all through pre-alpha, from beginning to end, we only had one space sector. We couldn't go from one space sector to another space sector. All of our planets were on one space sector. And randomized from 1 to, like, I think at the one time they had most planets they had was 5 planets. And then when they were checking out, testing out their world generation system, they had the wild. That's when they introduced the wild wormholes. Yeah, long run over there. So where is everything? Oh, okay. Yeah, I better get that lone one out of the way. Snails? I've never seen a snail. I want to see these snails. And are snails aggressive? Okay, I'm going to get endurance back first. I don't think snails would be aggressive. Snails are aggressive. I've never known a snail to attack a person. Of course, these are giant snails. So you look small compared to them. That could change their demeanor. Okay, that got me a crate. I know it did. Machine Shop 3 recipe. Definitely, yes. Light yellow recipe. Blender effects. Pressure forge. Oh. Oh, light yellow. Okay, so it's a light box. So the machine shop. Add the recipe book. Oh! Cannot learn anything new recipe-wise. I'm going to have to fix that. Because I know the more crafting experience you get and the more stuff you unlock in crafting, the more recipes you're able to do. It's right there. I'm going for it. And someone actually created the crevice for me to land on. Oh, no. What I want is M. So I could go down this way, over this way, and then back up. And I'll be back home. Okay. This one is the... Okay, so that's the collect. So we'll mark that one. There we go. And you notice the lag's not bad here. So something's going on with that world that we were last on. Because you notice I'm not bouncing around anymore. That was my stupid mistake. I should have made sure I had enough recharge on my grapple before I jumped. I'm not going over there. Someone else follow me? I'm hearing another grapple system going off. Oh, I bounced right off of that. Bye-bye, Raptor. I want your speed boost. I can zoom through this forest. That purple one following me. You should have shot. Gotta learn from Han Solo. Shoot first. Okay, there we go. Next. It is the harvest one. We want this one. That's our next move. Switch over to our weapon. Something shot us. I couldn't see what it was. Let's hold our endurance. I want to keep our endurance for rolling, jumping, and combat purposes. That keeps us alive. Got it. Ah, lost it. Hey. Ooh, that's a purple. After, won't mess with that. Getting close to where I'm able to mess with stuff like that, but not quite. Pay attention to the terrain. I remember when we did the first content creators gathering when pre-alpha came out. I remember Red Ben Flynn being in there and going, I wonder if fall damage is worse, and jumps off a cliff. Falling, splat. You know, he's laying there with his corpse, and he's like, yep, falling damage is in the game. No more snail. I want to explore that tunnel. I'm afraid of what's going to be in the tunnels with what happened the last time I went into a tunnel. Because I forgot that they apparently have added creatures being in tunnels and being underground. That wasn't there ever in beta. Or in pre-alpha. Someone's got grav mesh. Oh, that's right. I got the mob. There we go. He's down. Quickest and safest way down to the ground. Can't get any better than that, can ya? Okay, 1 more hour and I will be doing a giveaway of an early access key. By the way, you can, if you still want an early access key, there's another way that you can get one from me. I have a quiz in my community tab on my YouTube channel page. Answer that quiz. DM me in Discord the answer to that quiz, and the first person to answer it correctly will get a free early access key. So there's chance for 2 keys to be given away today. There it is. I'm gonna go back to the space station. Yeah, 513 Clawtooths. Let's get some momentum. Open this up. How's my combat looking? I'm short by 175 there. Mineralogy, I haven't done much mining. Then feet. We're gonna do 3 next. Better. These are all low cost. Oh wait, hold on. I see a 423 here. 83, 44, 35. $100. 39 one. There we go. How many Clawtooths? 1,149. Okay. Let's do these. Check out this planet. Get here. It's a great way to explore the different planets and make some cash at the same time. Because now you guys get to see what these different planets look like. Because there's a good variation. And with the New World generation tech that they've been working on, they've actually enhanced it beyond what we're used to seeing as pre-alpha testers. Oh, that sucks. Photo 3 is not available right now. They shut it down. It's shut down. It must have got shut down while I was here. Either people weren't going to it or they were overmining resources too much. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go here. Abandon. Confirm. Abandon. Abandon. Confirm. Abandon. Because I can't do those quests right now. The portal's been taken out. Okay, there's a bug where it's keeping the waypoint marker. That waypoint marker should have disappeared when I took out the when I got rid of the mission. Open this. Yeah. Waypoint marker's gone there. I need to have a thing for space stations. They should have a marker on the map for space stations. They'll work on that. So let's grab some for the fourth one. You know what? Once we've seen all the planets here, since if we're still doing missions, we will reach over and do another sector. Planets. One. There we go. So apparently some missions expire, but they stay up. Well, the old marker went away. That's good. There's a new marker to our new location. So it's not a permanent stuck. It's just there after you delete it and you don't grab new ones. But once you grab new ones, voila. Hopefully this portal is open. Maybe a distance away. I wish they would get rid of the thing saying landing zone and actually have the name of the planet. This one's you. Oh, they may be rebooting planets is another thing. Because of the lag issue, they may be rebooting planets. Because guess what? I am not seeing planet here. All I'm seeing is a light orb. Well, that explains why I've been getting that message of it's not available right away. Been shutting down planets. Aha! That explains a lot. That explains that. Now, something I do want to test is I want to go back to the mission board. I want to see if it still gives missions for those planets that have been shut down. Wait, no, that goes to another space sector. The one just to the right of me, that's white, goes to another space sector, I believe. And then the red one goes to a planet. The other white one goes to another space sector. Let's try this again. Oh, boss is spawning in 20 minutes. Wonder what boss is. I wonder if it's gonna be Fungus Among Us. Yes, that is the name of a boss. Ooh. Oh. You can buy a new field vest. Looking recipe. 3 recipes. For that. I'd love to get that refinery 3 recipe. Going through, ooh, armorer's bench. Air kit recipe. Bunch of recipes on here. I think people are just selling recipes. Okay, I'm done looking through this. It's gonna take me forever to look through it all. So I got the 4 missions. Let's see if that gate is open again. I'm not seeing it. I don't think it's open again. I think we have a bug here. Again. Yeah, I am not seeing a wormhole here. But what I like is it tells me, hey, you can't travel here. Abandon these. Different sectors space. This will allow us to travel to a different sector space. There we go. Now my question is does every sector of space have its own space station, or are there going to be some sectors of space that have no space station? I would honestly like it to be that some sectors of space have no space station so that players can go and create their own space station and sort of work to dominate that sector of space. I think that would be cool. What are your guys' thoughts on that kind of idea? Because if players want to, they could actually build this space station. This space station is built out of the same fabrication parts that players have access to. That's a maker. One person. A couple of people hanging out here. He does nothing yet. Is this the same galactic market? No. Okay, so each space sector has its own market. Then we're going to go 1, 2, and then 3. We are not doing that red one. That just, it ain't happening. I don't care how much you guys beg and plead. I am not taking on a purple on my own. Not with the equipment and gear I have. Ooh, I forgot to do some cleanup. There's some pieces here. Pull out my rifle in case I get jumped. We have a boost. What kind of planet are we gonna get? That's the question. Ooh, is this a desert planet? the harvest over. Huh? This is somewhat of a desert type planet. That is the survey. So let's do the survey first since it's the furthest away. We will survey that sector. That's a good run. We have a lot of flat space. So this isn't heavily mountainous. So you guys can see the terrain varies a lot from planet to planet. Oh, watch this. No, don't shoot it. Don't shoot it. It's not gonna do it. They're supposed to run up to you and explode. Bear. The bears. See if I can get that one to do it. Oh, they fire stuff now? That's supposed to just run up and blow up in my face. And higher color they are, the more damage it does. That's what they used to do. They changed how they work. Come here, get close. Yeah! Take that damage. Use that explosive on them. Love it. There we go. That was a good fight. Had to use some shields, use some maneuvering. Oh, they put tigers in. Whoa. That crap's throwing some big fireballs. That tiger was a wuss. He was like a tiger from the Wizard of Oz. already did it? No, I didn't. Did, however, get myself another loot box. Got several loot boxes. No. Open what we have. Cooked beans, seed sheet, boiled eggs, potatoes. Cauliflower, sewing bench for whipped cream, prospectors, paint bench or paint recipe, sweet ice is grilled fish recipe. That sounds good. Party hat recipe. Hollow pedestal recipe. I already have that one. Fruit firm and 2 clutches. Infinite space. Brigno granite. That's good. A bunch of claw tooths. Flatbread, fruit juice recipe, ginseng, sunflower, dumpling wrapper, and claw tooth. Gee, they don't have a lot of stuff in this game of resources and stuff like that. It's like 1,277 that they put in so far of items. Do they have all the stuff for it? No. They don't have all the icons and logos and stuff like that. But that's okay. They're working on it. Well, let's go and we'll do that mission. Find the med kit. This is the sand plant. I really wish I had a terraformer or a trailblazer here. This isn't exactly sand, though. Wanted it for the XP. If we look at our XP, oh yes, we got it. Whoa! Sneak attack by a tiger. I see Maker over there. I'm going for it. I hit R thinking I could reload my weapon that way. That was dumb of me. Yes, makers will spawn creatures to protect themselves. But then you can do things like that. There we go. That was fun. That was exhilarating. Trash can recipe. Oh, that's right. I'm at the very top. Ooh, 10 sandstone. Lab bench 2 recipe. Penny Royale. Sliced citrus fruit and 59 clock. Okay, before I move any further, there is a Carvex there. Should I attack it? Do you want to see what's special about a Carvex? What's different about a Carvex? Because when they were making the Carvex, they were thinking about me a bit while making it. Do you want to see what the Carvex does? And you want to guess what the Carvex can, you know, what the influence was? I'll wait a few minutes because I know that there's a delay. I'm safe here because I took out the maker, so no new creatures are going to spawn here. You hold for my weapon so you can see it better. Again, close. I want to give you guys a close look at this. Look at that. Like an insect dog type thing. Okay, I give you guys some time to respond. No responses, so I'm going to move on. That was a baby one. It's not going to do what they're supposed to do. Because that was the smallest version. We need a bigger version for them to do their thing. Something's firing from over the mountain range. With that tiger, I don't want to try for that purple because there's the other ones around. We'll, however, try for this wasp. Oh, this wasp is gonna be amazing. I should have kept my mouth shut. That's what I should have done. I said it was going to be an easy fight. Look at what we're dealing with. I should have kept my mouth shut. Oh. The long run back. Is there anyone here to heal me? I wonder, can we do a... Oh, yes, you can! If you type /U, I forgot about this. If you type /U, it tells you the players that are on the planet and the number. I like that. That's always good to have. What about this gunfight? Is anyone trying to... Okay, only 4 to be determined. We have a 450 meter run. So halfway through the zone, we have to run. Yeah. We have to run to the other side of the map. I hope when they put in the hiking stuff, there's like a increased sprint speed thing. Same with climbing. I want to see, for the climbing, I want to see being able to clip yourself to the side of a cliff so that you can mine while clipped there, held there, so it doesn't take any endurance. I want to see, takes less endurance to climb. I want to see climb speed increase. And another actually don't need it because it's already in the game doing climbing overhangs. I already do that, so never mind on that. Ooh, new skill tree. It would require the sprinting and the whoa, those track. That's why I die so quick. Those track. Remember, I don't heal my wounds. I'm not on Haven. Trying to get his attention. But guess not. Well, let's run and... Do not want to go towards the boss mob. Of course, the boss mob is like 2 minutes away from despawning. And of course, it's getting night. Mine. Sunrise. I won't put a homestead down over here. Yep. It's either a camp or a homestead. It is a camp. Stop here, because I know it's probably around the corner of the hill there. I'm only 100 units away. Corpse. Is that wasp camping my corpse? I moved a foot away from where I died. A foot! A foot away! 1 foot! But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the world station. I'm gonna go AFK for just a moment. I need to refresh my drink, and then I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Let's get my corpse. Body. Forest. Climb up the tree. Oh, I was gone. No one healed my wounds. For those of you that are new to the game, to heal wounds right now, for now, that's good. It's gonna change in the future. You just do / dance when you're in a safe area. So at like portals, on the star base, on homesteads, or on any camps, you can do / dance, and it will heal the person's wounds. And wounds are basically just saying, hey, you're reduced in the amount of health you have, endurance you have, focus you have, and it's all based on using those bars. So if I was using my focus more, I'd get some focus wounds. Very rare that I get focus wounds, though. There's that jerk that keeps on me. Let's see if I can get further away. That'll help with getting me further away. I walked right by it. Far enough away from him. Ooh. This is going to take some time. Oh, sandstone. Okay. There we go. Got it. Got that one. Last but not least, helps if I hit the right key, is we have to take out the homing hive. I'll walk around it. I can go by that guy because, well, he likes killing me. I don't like that. I know you guys like it for good content and you find it funny. There we go. Oh, I attracted something. Ah, the force field took it. That's what it's there for. I can't wait until they put in clothes to actually give us, like, enhancements, protection to certain types of damage, just overall defense, stuff like that. And they better put in armored-looking ones. I want to armor up my character. With being a combat engineer, I want to have that armored look. Or 20 minutes. I think by then we'll be gone. I think we can get this done in less than 20. Combat roll. Wow, Lucy's spent a lot of time. area. They might be trying to own this plant. They might be doing the GovBot stuff. Bob is up on this ridge area. Hope it's flat up there. It told me. Got it. I accidentally hit my key. Wrong key. I fell asleep in front of the keyboard. Time to call it a night. Well, hey, I appreciate you stopping by. Keep an eye out for this Monday. I will actually have a Stars Reach video where I am showing Dread the New Haven area and stuff like that, and showing her what's new in the game. There's a lot to go through. It's gonna be a really cool episode. It will come out at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Monday. Oh, I'm getting my wound healed. Yes! Oh, that's Justa! Justa came to here. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see if he responds. Let's see if he even paid attention to chat. I don't think he paid attention to chat. I don't even think he noticed me. I think he's too focused on whatever goal he has. Oh, nice. Yeah, keep an eye on the channel, because I am gonna be doing a lot of guides. As you noticed, I went through and did one for character creation. I'm gonna work on one dealing with combat. I'm gonna work on one dealing with mining. I'm gonna work on one dealing with harvesting, foraging, surveying, things like that. The surveying one is going to take some time. And the reason why I say it's going to take some time is, one, I need to do one where I have the whole entire area unlocked to show what that looks like. And then I want to go back through that area and resurvey it again, like a week later, to show the change in terrain. Because once you survey an unlocked map, that map does not stay the same, because people can manipulate the terrain. So people can make mountains and caves and really cool sculptures and stuff like that. Okay, so that was the first planet. That was a sand planet. That was a desert-like planet. Half, feet. How much did that give us? We're at 3,677. Do we have a new... That's the rare loot box. Another rare loot box. Ooh, we do have some new light blue recipe, ginger, glass wall recipe. Lettuce, okay. Barberry, labor, eggs, bamboo wood, brewed cider recipe, lettuce, rough hide sheet recipe, Volt Star recipe. Ooh, someone's gonna like the Volt Star. That's a pistol. Grilled fish recipe. Depositor recipe. Oh, I am so keeping that. I want the depositor recipe. Yes. Okay. Cement recipe. A loom 5 recipe. Pressured forge recipe 2. Vigorous recipe and some clawtooth. Hey. So F, we're doing 2. Want that one. $581 I want. 541 I want. 544 one I want. I can do all those. Oh, I have the XP. I have the clawtooth. I'm gonna unlock another level in my skills stuff. That's what I'm gonna spend my clawtooth on. Can't interact with the professor. The professor's just there. Bored student. Okay, the question I have is, did Raph come up with that name? Or is that... Oh, look! They're actually talking! That's cool! Did Raph come up with that name, bored student? Or is that Rodney? Upgrade the finisher enabled homing ammo variant. My question. Each loadout. Buy. Ew. Cancel that. Click. Each loadout. Yeah, we'll put it on queue actually. So we'll have to see what that does when we get into some combat. We do have a portal. I see the portal. We're good on this one. And we have a full health bar, full focus bar, and a full stamina bar. You know something I just thought of that would be really cool if they... I'm going to talk to Raph about it. Is making it so that we can adjust which bar's on top, which bar's on the middle, and which bar is on the bottom for the stats. So that the bar on top can be the most important bar that we want to see. Then the next bar down is the second. Because I'd like to keep health at top. I'd like to have my stamina in the middle, my focus on the bottom because of how I built my character. Being able to adjust that would be really cool. Because like entertainers, they're going to be using a lot of focus. So they'd want that focus bar in the top for easier viewing. Just with how eyes read with, you know, dropping down, be the first bar you would see. So being able to rearrange those individually would be a good idea. I'm going to bring that idea up to Raph. I'm going to bring that suggestion. He'll probably say, "Ooh, interesting idea," but you'll see it after release. Because I do not want them doing feature creep. I want them to finish what they already have, and then afterwards focus on the stuff that people are suggesting. Now, there are some things that they'll say like, "Oh, this gameplay doesn't work that well because of this," and they may change it because of the comments of a current gameplay mechanic. They've already done that, and they didn't even need to be suggested by the players. Farming, they saw what players were doing with the harvesting and planting of bushes and trees, and went, "You know what? Our farming system isn't good enough. We need to rework our farming system." This is another desert type planet. I have a feeling this is another desert type. Just more mountainous. With floating terrain, yes! Okay, there's a difference. There is a difference. With prowlers on this planet. The other one had tigers. This one has prowlers. Thick fog. Of course, they've stated out why the fog is so thick right now. When you put an opacity on the fog, it really hits the engine hard. Transparency is a rough thing on rendering engines. That boar? They have boars in the game. Yes! First time I've seen a boar. Oh, the new creature. That's cool. That just tells you how often they're updating things. Because remember, I played this up until like 7 days before the release. They shut down the pre-alpha servers, and I was playing that day. They've added in more creatures. And so this is like really, really cool. Am I fighting a herd of cats over there? No, they're just this spawn-in thing. There's a boar. Sky shark. I'm used to sky sharks. Harvesting this plant. I see the creature I need to take out over here, so I'm going to take out that creature. Looks like I'm going to have to be careful on how I do it. There's that huge nest of sky sharks over there. Oh, Jesus Christ. If I had a grenade launcher, not a problem. Well, no, there'd be a problem. There's like not one purple, bunch of purples. Damn! That's a lot of sky sharks. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Got it. I was able to avoid those sky sharks. That was a successful mission. Nothing in the area. Bring up my map. Okay, so we're going to hit this one, then we'll hit this one, then we'll head back home. We'll do the third planet. That's the plan I have. So we need the... Bring this up. Find the containment unit, and then it's the survey. Something saw me. Shield. Whoa. And I'm down. Okay. World Station. I'm not going to worry about going back for the loot. Because I have everything else, so. Actually, I might go and get that body. It is really close to where that harvest was. Because it's only like... God. It's like so close to it. Okay. I'm not seeing anyone in chat. If anyone is watching, put an X in the comments and I will start a giveaway of an early access key. Getting dark. There's a sky shark hanging in the ground. They got a problem with their sky sharks. Their sky sharks should not be in the ground. I have a maker over here. I'll walk. I'm going to take the maker out. Ow! You go bye-bye. You hurt too much. I'm gonna wait for my health to get back up, and I'm not gonna take out the maker. Oh! Okay, I've taken a bunch of damage from that. I heard extra footsteps. Anyone on owning this citizen on this planet? Two people are citizens. I'm gonna switch back to this amp. No, I want. Oh, waiting for them to charge. Hey, no responses, so I'm gonna hold off on giving the giveaway away until I get more people in the actual. Oh! I know what I'm doing. That's cool. White Predator. I can take out White Predator. Yep. Use my grapple to get me out quicker. This is slightly uphill, so, you know, hey, why not? I will take care of anything in there. Okay, that wasp is just nasty. I moved my death marker. You need to get that back because I did kill a bunch of those white and yellow what was it? Sky sharks. Which for some reason are just sort of skiing through the ground. They normally don't do that. They normally have a really cool flight animation of flapping their wings and being up in the sky like they're supposed to be. Because, well, sky sharks. They're not land sharks. I wouldn't mind if they made a thing called land sharks and had them, like, you know, slightly in the ground and pop out to attack. That'd be cool. Man. Good kitty. Get my body, I'm gonna run. Might take out that sky shark. Something's alerted by me. Oh, look at ammo too. Nice. I tried to run. I got stuck. I got stuck. Oh. But the ammo 2-shot is nice. Okay, I'm going to dance in front of these guys and see if they'll dance for me. That guy's not going to do it. Because I'm 25% of my health is wounds. That's not good. I'm going to try one more time. / dance. Nope. Either they're new players or they don't know or they don't care. They're just not paying attention to what's going on around them. But yeah, you notice dance. Look at my focus and look at how slowly it's coming back up. That's because I have my regeneration for focus literally the lowest it can possibly be. My focus generates very, 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 very slowly. He got it. Homing ammo is now activated. Okay. See if I can get that body back. Okay, it's the cats. That's over that direction. Left. Turn my body. I'm gonna do. Work my way over here. Go around the other side. Got that bat taken out. Take this up as quick as I can. Key, grab it, got it, get the hell out. Hell. Select the survey point. Is that direction. Do what we did this last time. Work our way around this way. That's a good grab. Good. Land shark saw me. Land shark dead. There's a lot of cactus over here. Something's... Oh, shit! There's the explosive velociraptors. Shit! Run! Run! The horror got me. That was horrifying. Because you literally heard me go, oh shit. Oh man. That was terrible. Okay. Let's go grab my body. Grab horrors sticking to my body. You know what I think I'm gonna do? Dad, I'm gonna climb up this hill here. I'm gonna get the survey point, then I'll go grab my body. Because he is camping my body big time. There's no way I can take the horror on. Got 100. Someone took it out. Someone took it out. I got the experience for it. Did you see that? Because I did a good chunk of the damage. It's just like, here you go. Here's the experience. Question I have is, did I get any of the loot? We'll find out in a moment. Right now, I want to get this survey point. There it is. There we go. What? Oh, that's a yellow maker. I could take a yellow maker. Even with half health, I think I can take a yellow maker. It's just white boars. That's how you do that, sir. Whoa! So much for needing to go grab that body. I'll grab this body. I'm going to work on taking out that maker. I want to take out that maker. If we would have had full health, we could have taken out that maker. But we're dealing with half wounds. Let me see. /2. 7 people on this planet. Unless I don't see a purple bear, I'm good. Sure. And take on a regular bear. Those are the boars. Okay, no. Oh, those were not the boars I was fighting. Those were different boars. Or did they just wander out further? There we go. I know I at least got one loot crate. Yep. What do we have? Glass recipe. Manganese, 52 clotite, and wolf remonite. Okay, well, let's go back to the portal. Go to the space station. Hopefully get a dance. Okay, instead of going that way, I'm going to go this way. Look at that! That was awesome. Jagged terrain here. Now on smooth terrain, so I'll have a quicker time getting down. Damn, it's hard. But I am close to home. I think I can take him out. Yeah, I'm really close to home. No, I'm climbing. I don't want to climb. Got him. Get the body. Get to the portal. Get to the portal. Run, Forrest, run. Okay. In the portal. Go through the portal. This was 2. Slowly just double checking your rare loot box. Rare loot box. Light box. Box. And the great thing is later on in the game, as you're playing, yeah, you're able to craft stuff, but everything has durability. So even if you have crafting stations, when you use the crafting station, the durability on them goes down. And then when you repair them, what ends up happening is the overall durability gets dropped when you repair them. And there's a chance that you can completely destroy the item that you're repairing. And then, of course, if you get the overall durability down to 0 for its durability, it's just completely destroyed and useless, and you have to get another one. This really helps out with the economy and people buying and selling stuff, because they're gonna have to constantly make different things, such as, you know, weapons, armor, clothing, stuff like that, that will need to be sold, including crafting stations, kiosks, skill stations, and stuff like that. They are still balancing numbers, because when we last played the pre-alpha, the durability on vendor kiosks was so low that it get used up really, really quick, and then the vendor would just disappear because it was damaged so much. So 5,000 something. Oh, skills. All right, I can do that. What does this give me? Cool down in 2 seconds. Yes, 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 please. I'm getting that skill. Learn that skill. Ah! Ooh, that guy needs healing bad. He needs healing so much that he needs a second dance done. There he goes. He's back up to full. He's not even gonna dance back, huh? He's busy crafting. He's not gonna be... Those are NPCs. This tells you the ecology of the solar system. So server edict is copper. No taking copper from the solar system. You will get attacked. There's server tours here. Okay. I need someone to dance for me. Should grab missions for the third planet. Not doing this. Especially a Syndrel. I can do the formal Thunderhoof. I've done attacked Thunderhoofs before. 501. Okay. I think that plant might be gone. Every time I run into that issue, that portal is just gone. We'll see and find out. I'm not seeing a portal there. I think the portal's down for that. That's far away. In there. I'm gonna take out the den. Then it's gone. Yeah, the portal's gone. So what? I'll get right up onto the waypoint and then it's gonna pop up that message. Yep. Available right now. Then I have to go back. I'll dump the missions. Helps if I hit the right key or dump the missions. Yeah, map where I was. But then what would be the point? So here's the question. There is no surveying in space. So I think the space area should update with locations automatically. Portal goes down, there shouldn't be a marker. I think instead of it saying landing location, it should say the name of, like, the planet. Or instead of saying landing pad, it should say, you know, like, Terravellis 1, Terravellis 2 for the other one, so on and so forth. That was crafting in here is gone. Oh, he actually says something. Talk to him now. Let's see what happens. Oh. Just TPL Officer Trace. They haven't said a description for themselves, but I haven't said a description for myself either. And okay, so on here. Healing their wounds. He may be in the banks. We'll wait and see. Gotta patiently wait. Because it's a little too dangerous for me to go out in the wilds with half wounds. I mean, if you want, I can brave it and try. But I can't guarantee anything. Especially if I run across a purple or a boss mob. Such as the horror that appeared in my screen. The repair kits. About the wall. Also carry table cell. Field vest recipe. Any hides, any kind of plant fiber. Sell that. As meds. Oh, no. How do I add things? Oh, someone's dancing for me. Dance back. 100%. Okay, so in Haven, you can go to the dance club and remove wounds. But there's no, once you've left Haven and the Crucible and you're in the main game right now, there is no way to go back to Haven. They are working on having a way to go back to Haven and make it sort of the central starting city. But no. Now, here's a question I have for you. I have an early access key. Anyone interested in the early access key watching this stream direct message me on Discord. You can find me on the Stars Reach official Discord, or you can join my Discord. And you direct message me and say, hey, I want a key. First person to do that, guess what? You get early access key and you can play this game. You don't get anything from any of those founders packs. You just get a key to play the game. And if you're listening in this in the replay, I put out a community post asking a quiz question. You answer that quiz question correctly, and then once again, DM me the answer. The first person to answer it correctly on the quiz and DM me the answer will get an early access key too. And when I mean early access key, I will literally DM you back the Steam key to use to get the game. That's the reason why I want you to DM me, and it's secured. But because if you DM me and just say, hey, I'd like a key, guess what? You're either going to hear from me of, oh, someone else beat you to it, or you're going to hear, sure, here you go, and I'll hand you the key. Because I'm really enjoying the game, but you also got to remember, this game is in its alpha stages. There are going to be a lot of bugs. You're going to see the lag. You may see some crashes. You may see some weird animation glitches, some weird graphical bugs, some weird AI, mob AI and stuff like that. They are working on it. They went early access yesterday, and today when I logged in, it already prompted me that, oh, Stars Reach needs to update. They've already started putting in fixes, and they're already fixing things. They're all very busy right now. In fact, I'm holding off a whole entire week to ask to do interviews because I want to re-interview Raph. I want to re-interview Nina. I want to re-interview both Lernick and Cygnus. I'd love to re-interview Kurt, the sound designer. I'd like to re-interview the World Sim engineer. A bunch of different people, if they're bringing on new artists or even the current artists that they have, I'd like to interview them because I've yet to interview anyone except for the concept artists. I've already interviewed the concept artists. I'd like to interview one of the other artists, like a 3D modeler, texture artist, because that's the field I'm in game design. I do the 3D modeling, I do the texture work, I also do UI work and UI design, and so I can hit hard with questions there. 154, 200. I'm taking the 200 one. Oh, this one's working good. This is going to be a successful one. Take that 200 one. Take that 90 or 197. Take this 152 one. All I can take now, because I don't have a helix on me. I'm not working on any healing skills. I'm working myself towards being a combat engineer / miner. So L. Alright. That's up near that mob. The boss spawn. Oh, the boss spawn ends in 5 minutes. So as long as I don't aggro the boss mob, I should be fine. Of course, I do have full health, but I also don't have a bunch of people. Normally, these boss mobs, it takes a group to take a boss mob out. And unless you have a really high-end weapon. I do not have a high-end weapon. I wonder, is the marker off on this? Because there's the marker, but there's the portal. I think the marker's off on this, because also, where's the boss mob? I see it back. I'm gonna go through this portal. We're equal distance. I think it's here. If this says 4 at the end of it. No, that's the 2. Yeah, that's where they need to fix it. All of them saying landing zones does not help me out. There is no boss mob here. Do you wander off somewhere else? Whoa! Oops! I did not expect him to do a shotgun blast. That was my bad. And if you have any questions about the game, I've been in the pre-alpha of this game since November 2004. I wonder, is that 4 or is that 1? That might be 4 right there. Might also be 3. Let's check. They may just have their waypoints. Because I know I have to go to 4. Once again, bugs. If I see that, oh, the marker's off. Now, bug is the marker's off. If I fly around to the different portals and there is no Plant 4, then I'm going to report the bug as portal missing. Or gives me a waypoint to a portal that's been closed down. Go. Didn't aggro the bats. We're good. Oh, aggroed the bats. Let's do a boost. Get myself out of here. But yeah, I'm waiting for them to put the dancers in because I want to see how the dancers work. Are they going to be like a type of buffer like they were in Star Wars Galaxies and healing certain types of wounds? That's 1. That's 1, 2. This 1. That's 2. Be 3. That could. I'm gonna fly here. I'm gonna check out these different ones and also check that one way out there. Check this one right over here. That's where the mob. There's that one there. Anything there? That's a white one. White ones, I believe, go to a new space sector. That's 1, 2. This will be 3. That's a lot of sky shark. This one is. Yeah, it goes to another space sector. Well, let me check my map here. Supposed to be one way out here. There we go. Good chunk of experience. I'm gonna grab this loot. See what he has, because those ball hogs can have gas on them. Did? Heading in the right direction for the other portal. I bet you anything it's gonna be the other. The one far out here is gonna be to another space sector. I can't wait until they put spaceships in. I've played around with the spaceships. There's no UI for it and stuff like that. They're still working on like the UI elements and the inventory elements because they want it. They want spaceships to have their own cargo. They're working on setting that up and the UI for it and all of that. They already have the flight mechanics in because we're using the flight mechanics that you'll have for space stations with the way how I'm flying here. I want that. That is a invulnerability buff. Will, however, stop here. Speed buff here. Oh, Eagle. Space Eagles. Okay, it's not homing. That's good. Got him. Where was... Okay, so this is probably to another space sector. I think 2 portals are down. I don't see the name of it. Kaya. Okay. I believe Kaya is another sector. Let's see. Oops, Okay, we're gonna go to Kaya, see what Kaya is. I believe that's another space sector because right now all the planets are named after the space sector you go to. So, like, I go to the Kaya sector. Okay, I'm in the Kaya sector. I'm gonna prove my point here. Find the space station. I'm gonna go to the space station. The other thing I'm gonna do, abandon these quests. There we go. And go to the space station over in Kaya. It is. Use up any more endurance. I don't want any more, or any more stamina. I don't want to take any endurance wounds. Stamina wounds. I have yet to take any focus wounds. But it's very rare that I use focus. The only time I use focus is when I'm dancing to heal someone. I do one dance and half my focus disappears. Or a quarter, something like that. I haven't really paid attention because, like I said, I rarely do it. Look at that armor, that's so cool. Yeah, see, Kaya. Take the 361. 500. 400 something. 300. More cash. More claw tooths, the better. Anything interesting on the marketplace? Recipes, resources. Camp kits, I can make camp kits, I'm not worried about that. Recipes. I want to search. Love to have a search. Storage crates, okay. Only selling for 500, not bad. I have no homestead to put the storage crates in, so be personally not worth getting for me. I had diamonds, so there's diamonds in the area, okay. More repair kits. More recipes. Blast. Ooh, there's a Xeno slicer. I don't do forestry though. I don't need a Xeno slicer. I need either a terraformer, a grav mesh, a rifle, or a grenade launcher. I already got a recipe for a depositor. A chrono phaser would be good too. Because that would be helpful with when you're mining the tools you want. You want a terraformer so you can dig, a chrono phaser so that you can change the material you're digging for. For instance, let's say you're on a sandy world. Digging through sand, that sand's going to keep piling in where you're digging. So what you do is you take your chrono phaser, you liquefy the sand and it turns it into sandstone. And then you dig through that sandstone for a bit, then you liquefy the sand, the sandstone, or you can heat it up and you know, turn it into glass and dig through the glass and get glass. It really depends on what resource you need. If you're needing glass, then heat it up to glass. If you're needing sandstone, then you want to liquefy it into sandstone. Nothing worth getting here. Chrono phaser, that's right. Depositors I think I can buy. I don't think I can buy a chrono phaser. Let me double check. Assault rifle, I can buy a grenade launcher. I already got the forces shield. Not needing a helix. Bioscanner I may need. Grapple I already have. Pathfinder I already have. Terraformer, yeah. So there's not even a depositor or anything really there. Let's fly to that portal. Let's see what kind of planet we get. The last couple of planets have been desert planets on the last space sector I was in. So I'm hoping for something different. Before that, we were getting some like plains planets, some mountainous planets. It varies. You never know what you're going to get until you've already explored that planet. And then come back a week later, you need to re-explore it because people have dug up the terrain and changed the terrain and modified things and put down houses and stuff like that. I'm really liking this early access for the pure simple fact that there are so many people around now. when I was playing in pre-alpha, which was before early access, you'd find planets that everyone would congregate to, and then the other planets would be somewhat barren. You might want to run into like 1 or 2% people, you know, stuff like that. And then of course there's the, like, you know, Gunk likes to hold maker runs where they go and take out the big strong makers to sort of keep them under control, because if you let makers grow, they'll turn into these purple makers and go from there. Like, look at this place. This is a nice forested area, has a plains feel to it. How many people are on this planet? 2. 19 people are on this planet. 19 out of the whole entire day today. This is the most I've seen. And like I said, if you want to play this game, I'm giving away an early access key right now. All you need to do is direct message me on Discord. Just direct message me with, hey, I'd like a key. First person to direct message me, hey, I'd like a key, you will get a Steam key. This early access key does not give you any stuff in the Founders Packs. It just gives you access to the game itself. And if you're wanting to know how to direct message me in Discord, you can either do it through the official Stars Reach Discord, but finding my name on there, you're going to be scrolling for a while. Or you can join my Discord, which is linked in the description down below. And I'm the very top of the Discord. I'm the one and only red name. And the great thing is by you saying, hey, can I get a key? You'll get a response from me saying, here's your key, or sorry, I already gave it out. And just makes things easy. Because on my Discord, I am the only controlled chaos. I see another controlled chaos pop up, I'm gonna request them to change their name. If they don't want to change their name, then I will kick them from the Discord. Right. Out of the several years that I've had the Discord, the almost 4 years I've had the Discord, I've never had to kick anyone from my Discord. What are we doing? Okay, broken wreck. So this is a dig. Also, because it has the magnifying glass, that icon is for when you're looking for something like. There we go. That one's done. Let's open up our map. Oh, okay. So we're gonna do the kill mission. Then we're going to do the harvest. Then we'll do the survey. That is active. Definitely get my weapon out. Take that, sucker! Whoa! I think those were homing. Slow homing fireballs, but those were homing fireballs. Okay, so we just got that one done. The next one was harvest. We go this direction. That sky shark saw me, but I got to it before it could get to me. The sky sharks are a bit bugged. The sky sharks should not be acting this way. The sky sharks should be actually up higher in the sky and should be flapping their wings. So there's something going on with their animation and their movement because their whole entire body moves and it looks cool. What? Well, that sucked. I have to have a maker near. There has to be a maker near there. My question is it a cloaked maker? Didn't look. Oh! Open these crates. What do I get? Basic underwear top recipe. Sunflowers. Tea leaf bundle. 60 claw tooths. Open. Fabrication lathe recipe 2. Pressure forge recipe 2. Sleeve set recipe. Wintergreen apothecary table recipe 3. 9 o'clock. Sulfade fabrication lathe 4 recipe. Raw Venice meat. Prep counter 4 recipe. 88 claw tooths. Disco ball recipe. I already have that. For aluminum 10. 9 claw tooths. Should flavored tea recipe, tea infusion recipe, 10 Genet, 10 claw tooth. Fermenter 4 recipe, French cheese, curved wall recipe, birch bark, and 32 claw. Okay. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Because I just did all of that. I don't want to, like, die and lose. Ooh, you, my friend, need to heal. You, my friend, need to heal bad. And you have the name Chaos. You deserve a heal. You're like a cousin, my friend. A cousin. And look at the respect he shows. He dances with me. Healing me also. Okay, they're fully healed. We're going to go here. We're going to hit F. Now, if I die, I will not lose any of my gear. I'm at full combat efficiency. And no messages, so no one has taken the giveaway yet. Gotten it. Oh, someone's mining over there. For it to recharge, I really want a better grapple. There we go. I think that's I don't think that's marble. Might be marble. Has some flat areas with a little bit of hills and then goes into mountains. This is a pretty cool planet. I could see building in some areas here. This is how you escape. That's how you get away from them. I heard something else because I heard the. What? Where? Those boars? There's a big, nasty purple raptor over there. I do not want to go that way. I will walk around that raptor. That raptor does not want to hug me. That raptor looks at me and goes, "Yummy treat." Yeah! Woohoo! What I like about the grapple. That and you can do cool things like this. Grapple and grav mesh make getting around the world a lot easier. You can get around with just one, but having both just makes life easier. This one is... Oh, that's right. Go. F. L. One last to turn. Mark. This one. Yeah, that works for me. Mastering the the grapple is really good. Same with the grab mesh. Someone's digging down there. Oh, no, they're harvesting. The beams look the same. No, the terraformer has a purple beam. Never mind. A yellow Corax, no. Not in the fog. Oh, he doesn't... Did they take away the splitting of the Coraxes? Or they make that just a rare thing to happen now? I missed that. That made for some interesting gameplay. There are tunnels that go through these? I'm gonna explore. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna explore. This looks interesting. Okay, this is just a big underground cave. With the fog, it makes it impossible. So we're gonna have to go around. Someone using a grapple. That didn't take any fall damage. We're good. Didn't go as I was planning it to, but we're still good. Almost back. Through this rough terrain. There. Oh, I got a message. Hold on here. Sorry. Communicating with Nina, the VP of Stars Reach, because, well, the giveaway that we did of the Osmonaut pack is having some issues. They're unable to redeem it, so we're talking to Nina, we're talking to Steam, and we're trying to resolve the issue. I'm gonna get out of the bounding box area. Okay. Oh. Well, there we go. That's one way to solve it. We got kicked out of the game. Anyways, I think this is a good point to go ahead and end the stream. I want to thank you guys all for watching and have a great day.